house got built by the Rankin family. They were large landowners from the Jasper area, about 20 miles north. Came down, bought a large section of land, built down by the river, kept getting flooded out. So Mr. Rankin decided to build his mansion on the hill. Started it. He was also the largest slaveholder in the area. The exterior of the house, it was built, the exterior and everything was built with slave labor. It's all handmade bricks, wood fired. And then, we don't know why, they kind of lost interest, went back home, sold it to his son-in-law, Tom Dawson, who was the publisher of the paper in Carthage, who then, it was started in 1849, and then Dawson got gold fever, went out to California, lost his shirt, came back needing money, so he then sold the property and half-built house to the Kendrick family, who had been living down by Neosho. They originally were from Tennessee. Okay. And Mr. and Mrs. Kendrick, and these are photos of the first Mr. and Mrs. Kendrick in the home, William and Elizabeth. They were beautiful. They were in their 60s at that point, had 7 sons. 3 had been predeceased at that point. So they had 4 living sons. They finished the house. They were blacksmiths and gunsmiths, and then they outfitted settlers going west, because this was a road that in front of the house that a lot of settlers would use going out towards Kansas and Indian Territory, etc. Right. So that's how they made their living. Right. Then when the war came along, what really saved the house, there were only 3 houses in the area that survived the war. Okay. And because there was scorched earth policy used by both sides. And they really think this house survived because they were too valuable to kill because of their skills. They were too valuable to both sides. Okay. And although they were Southern, and all of their remaining sons served in the Confederate Army, they tried to maintain as much neutrality as possible. Right. and accommodate both sides.
That would help them out.
Yeah, as much as you can, because you had a lot of lynchings, etc. in the area. They had neighbors on either direction that were killed on their front porches. You didn't know who was riding up, and often a lynching party could include your former neighbors.
Yeah.
Often the wife and children knew people in the lynching party while they're hanging paw.
Right.
So they did everything they could to be diplomatic and survive.
Right.
So things during the war, you had that. Oh, other things with the house too. It was a community sick house before there were doctors here regularly, or hospitals. So if someone was hurt or sick, they were generally brought here to be nursed because it was more sanitary, etc. Midwives would come and meet women here to birth. We absolutely do not know how many people were born and died in this house.
Right, it'd be hard to
as a result.
Wasn't there a 3-year-old boy that had polio that passed here?
3-year-old girl.
Okay.
Basically, as we go down, important events during the war. You had the Battle of Carthage. They had relatives that were in the old Rankin cabin down by the river, which is just a few hundred yards down here. Okay. That bushwhackers came and they were looking for money. They killed Uncle Ennis, and they tortured Aunt Matilda because they thought she was hiding money. They put her feet in the hearth fire, and she wasn't hiding money, and she never walked again. So they brought her up here, and she helped with the children for the rest of her life. These are kind of things that happened during the war. At one point, now the Kendricks had a slave woman and her 5 children, which is slaveholders in Southwest Missouri. That would be kind of typical. This was not plantation style farming area, and a lot of times the slaves were more family than not, and that is the case here.
Right.
Later in the war, the slave woman was, bushwhackers came in, or partisan rangers, it's not real clear, and dragged her and her 12-year-old daughter Rose out north to the orchard, and they hanged the woman, tortured Rose, left her for dead because they thought that the slave woman was harboring Union soldiers, which is likely true. About the same time, we do know that there were Union soldiers convalescing here. And in fact, word came that the riders were coming, and of course you didn't always know who it was going to be. They left so quickly to go to Greenfield, which is about 40 miles as the crow flies, to a Union garrison, that one of the men didn't put his trousers on. I mean, that's how quickly they left.
Wow.
So you just didn't know. These are the things that happened.
Right.
The family retrieved Rose, nursed her back to health, and she lived here and worked here for the rest of her life into the 1940s and her 90s. She later married a man named George, who also stayed here. We're not sure where George came from, but we do have an account from a journalist who knew the family, knew George and Rose, and in a book that he wrote, documents it as well, that they were still here. And they were later called the keeper of the keys, and their job, when they couldn't do a lot of labor, was to open up all the buildings in the morning and lock everything up at night.
Evening.
And Rose's keys, we actually don't keep them on site anymore because during the pandemic we had a bunch of kids that we got broken into 3 times. So we don't keep the keys here.
Right.
Because they do have a lot of energy around them, etc. So that is very interesting, and actually we've had investigators end up channeling unexpectedly.
Cool.
That would appear to be an older African American woman from the dialect.
Oh, okay.
So we think it's Rose.
Okay.
But as far as I know, she's never named herself, but things that are said, certainly, because people's, I've witnessed this, even voices changing, etc., to appear, and then them not having any recollection afterwards, and it being pretty apparent that that's the case, and it's not being put on.
Right.
Then late in the war, when the Confederates tried to retake Missouri, Shelby used this as a staging headquarters, and that's when the horses were brought in.
Cool.
So about 95% of everything in the house is original to the house, handmade by a loomer who at one point, actually, he worked down at Silver Dollar City, but he lived in Carthage. He did these in the 80s when it was turned into the museum, and they are made in the same fashion that carpets would have been made at the time, which was by taking old sheets, stripping them, twisting them, and then winding them, and then weaving them on a loom.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is Carol. This is Carol Ann. This is the little girl. She's the last person to die in the house.
Okay.
Her aunt Pauline died at 4 in the house, and she had a spinal condition. We think maybe spina bifida. And she would sit in the windows and watch outside because she couldn't run and play. So she's usually seen in the windows or sometimes sitting on the stairs, and she's got dark hair and freckles. And Carol is a little blonde. This was done post-mortem. She was 2 years, 9 months. At the time, there were other houses on the property. Her parents and her sister and she lived in another house. She came down ill. They brought her over here to be able to protect the sister. They called a doctor out, and it was polio, and she died within 36 hours.
Oh.
And she often will call herself Carrot. When the first time we investigated at length, like 15 years ago now, and that was after getting them to let us in because they'd had bad experiences with teams. We had a compilation of EVPs with Carol, and one of them, I had asked the question in the children's room, "What's your name?" Most of us heard Carol. One investigator, Jeremy, heard Carrot, and he'd go, "I know it doesn't make sense, but I hear Carrot."
When I was a kid, I couldn't say Carol, and I had a friend named, or babysitter, you know, I called her Carrot.
Well, and see, and what we didn't know, so we're telling the then board of directors this, you know, and we have no knowledge of any pet names or anything, and they start looking at each other, and what we didn't know is her sister Jackie, who was a couple years older, couldn't say Carol Sue. She called her Carrot Soup. So Carrot was her pet name in the family. So if you get Carol, you know, about half the time she'll say Carol, or sometimes she's kind of spunky and say, "It's Carrot."
Yeah.
You know, and if you say Carol, it's almost like she corrects you sometimes to say Carrot. So she and Pauline are pretty active.
Now, is that the kids that you said that you guys hear from time to time on the back patio?
That we don't know, doubtful. And I haven't caught any, but we've had drivers from the trucking firm come in at night and see children playing in the backyard in period clothing.
Oh, cool.
Oh, my.
And, you know, and then tell volunteers, you know.
Okay.
Because, you know, I know they weren't there, but they were, you know, they looked like they were from the 1800s
Yeah.
or the early 1900s and playing ball or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Right here's kind of interesting. This is the calling card of the carpenter who built the staircase, Noah Wilson. He completed it June 8th, 1850. And so that's what they would do back then. Instead of business cards, they would sign their words. So if you liked something, you knew who to get a hold of. And by census records, he was a carpenter that lived just a few miles from here. So, and welcome to go upstairs and pay attention to how quiet the staircase is,
Okay.
because it's 173 years old.
Oh, wow.
No, so yeah, go ahead, walk up.
All right, you guys go ahead of me because you know I am slow with this.
You're fine.
Oh, yeah. It's really solid. You can tell that. Just
And most of these older houses have much narrower stairways too.
Yeah, I mean, originally it did have some servant staircase right here, that so that slaves could come in the back door and go upstairs without being seen in the parlor. But they had to remove it to put in central heating here.
Oh.
Do you know anything about the initials on the corner over here?
Just some of the kids that, our understanding is that when they did that, I think in the 1930s, they let whatever kids were around put their initials in it.
Oh, okay.
That was cool.
We go to summer.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll go through and get things kind of cleaned up too, and before. Haven't done a lot since we've been doing construction.
I've been in some old houses, this is some fine steps.
Huh?
These are fine steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things are built, yeah, that'll probably last time.
Yeah. If he were around, I'd have Mr. Wilson build my house.
Oh, there's these metal rods we were seeing.
Yeah.
What's that, water?
No, it's,
I bet you get more activity.
you know, they're earthquake rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So after the San Francisco
Completely different
earthquake,
feeling.
You had quack salesmen going around selling
They got
earthquake
clothes
rocks.
there,
And in this part of the country, you have to worry about that community at all.
Right.
And so.
full of their energy.
I am calling all the children to come down. I'm going to read you a story. If there's any children in the home, come in here to the parlor. If there's any in the home, come down and sit right here in front of me by this light. Don't be scared of it. It won't hurt you. My name is Elizabeth, and I was asked to come and read you guys a story and talk to you. So I brought this book called Peekaboo Zoo. Okay? So come sit in front of me, and I will show you the pictures in it. anybody's here, you can speak into this box next to the candle. Tell me your name. The first thing is whose furry mane is hiding his face? What animal has a big furry mane? A lion. Peekaboo. Who's behind those big gray ears? What animal has big gray ears? Elephant. Peekaboo. Whose scaly tail hides a big juicy smile? So what's an animal that's full of scales and has big teeth? Alligator. Peekaboo. Who's got a grin behind great big arms? So what animal has big arms? Gorilla. Peekaboo. And who's got a face full of fancy feathers? Peacock. Peekaboo. If you like that story, you can say so in this box, and I'll be able to hear you later. Is Carol here? Maybe you would prefer to be called Carrot? Or how about Pauline? If you are, can you say your name in this box, please? Say Carol or Pauline, or you can say my name. Do you remember what my name was? Well, I brought some stuff to sew, so I figured I would sew while you guys talk to me. Make a pillowcase. You like this material? You think it's pretty? If you do, you can say so right here. Or you can make it light up. So anyway, I was wondering how you guys are feeling about the war that's going on. Do you think it's affecting you? Do you think it's bad? Do you miss some people from your family? Did they leave for the war? Have you seen all the horses that keep coming around? I heard your family actually brought horses into the house. I thought that was funny. Did you think that was funny? Was it scary? All those big horses in your house? Do you know how to sew? Did Rose ever show anybody in his house how to sew? I know that I like Rose very much, and I know that you guys love her because she's so nice. Miss Rose, if you are here, could you come forward and say hello? I'm sure you'd like to sit with the children as I do. Miss Rose, if you are here, you can say hello in this box as well. I will be able to hear you later. Or you can touch this box downstairs, it won't hurt you. I'm here to help you, Rose, in case you need it. Help with the cleaning and the cooking, taking care of the children. Miss Carrot, is your sister around? How about your mother? Is she around? Pauline, are you here with me? I would like for somebody to say hello. I feel very lonely. Well, I'm hoping that the war will be over soon. I know that I miss my boys are off the war. My husband. I'm sure you guys miss your family very much. What do you think? Think I'm doing a good job? Would you like to have this on your bed when I'm done? Do you guys have any questions about anything going on? Like who all these people are that came with me? Because they are friends. Nobody here to hurt you or scare you. We're simply here to say hello and find out if you need anything from us. If you do, we will do our very best to help you. So throughout the night, we're going to walk around and we're going to see a lot of different people. And we're going to try to talk to you, and we're going to hope that you talk back to us. Because we'd like to see you and meet you. We think that you are wonderful people. And we'd like very much to see your friends. So anytime you start feeling like, oh my goodness, I have something to say, you just come up to one of us and you say it. Okay? We'll do our very best to hear you, and respond to you, and let you know that we did. Okay? If we don't, remember, we can hear you later, as long as you come up and talk to one of these boxes. You're very welcome to come talk to us. No reason to ever be scared. No, you're not here to hurt you. Well, it is scary to have scary people in your home. We are here to just make you perfect. Okay? Do you have any questions before we begin to walk around the house? You do. Stay right here. You guys hear the wind outside? Is it scary when it storms out here? Outside the last row, that's new to you, isn't it? Oh, I promise you would have one or two either.
it that? It must be.
You know, we did offer upstairs, children's games, toys, play with, things that will light up. Very pretty lights. There are fun games, basketball, pick up things. And we also have checkers. I'm sure somebody here will probably be very down to play with you. Welcome to join in. You can hear the colors you want. And you gotta tell them though, if they don't hear you, they don't know. Not to tell them, I think red, I'll take black. And then we also can fall from there and go across the floor if you like. That's what you want to do now. That's a lot of fun. And then a little bit of tackle. There's a way that's really pretty. Okay? Yes. Any questions at all? About the talking? Do your best to do things. Okay? But our time is almost up here. And so I'm going to get ready to go into another room. We'll be joining our friends. Remember, your friends too. Okay? And then we will keep trying to get the hospital. Well, this time we will.
I'm gonna help you with your questions. Okay. You got questions. I'm gonna ask a question. Sure. We're recording right now, right? Okay, that's us whispering. Just to let you guys know. Yes. Do you want me to turn it on? Yeah. I'll turn it on after they're done.
Is that how you turn your phone on? No.
Oh, man. Okay.
And here we have Andre and Steve. That was Liz. Andre and Steve are going to be working with pendulum
And the dowsing rods.
and dowsing rods simultaneously.
All right.
I got an idea.
With this, you're gonna hold it.
Is that how you did it last time, Ruben?
With this, you can give me yes and no answers. By going this direction, that will be yes. When I ask you questions and the answer is yes, make it go that way. When the answer is no, make it go that way. All right? Okay, I'm going to start now. I guess swirl it around. Okay. Are you present in this house? Remember, this way means yes, that way means no. Okay? That was.
Anyway, put your next
Is that a yes answer? No. Seems like it is.
Oh, that's you.
That's you.
I got too close to the K2.
All right.
Not K2, Rumba.
I will assume that is a yes answer. Did you die here? Okay, remember, it's this way for yes, this way for no. Right. Yes, the answer is no. Okay, maybe not. I will take that as a no answer. In life, were you a woman? I'll take that as a yes. Were you part of this family? That is still around today? No. We've heard that back in Civil War times, there was a woman named Rose who was a slave here. Are you her? I'm going to take that as a no. Are you any of these people in these photos? On this table? No.
Now, I heard there was also children here that helped out with some of the duties. Is there anybody else here that would like to speak to us? We also have other ways of helping to hear you. If we have one way, we have a box right here that you can speak into with the red light. Hi, Steve. Sorry, I don't want to blind you with your phone.
You're fine. You're doing good. Looks like the answer is yes. I don't know.
Okay. That's going to be okay there for a
Are
couple
you going to
minutes.
start your rods? Do you want me to watch you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to let them sit here for a minute and cool. They're being kind of long
Right.
for a minute.
We also have this device that if you
We have a
get near it,
number of devices.
it makes noise to let us know you're here.
And a cat ball right here that does the same thing.
And we just ask that you would touch anything that we've brought with us and that it will make a noise. But I'm going to ask my nice happy rods here to calm down for just a minute and see if we can find a couple answers. Simmer down now. Okay, we're going to ask some questions here. Hello. Is Ms. Rose, are you here? Can you show me yes, please, on my rods? Thank you. Is there anybody, from Kendrick family present? Easy. Easy. Is there anybody from... Now I get crazy.
Do you want to ask some questions? I got it.
Okay. Can we straighten out the rods, please? Yes, they go all sorts of ways. Easy. All right. Yes, there's all sorts of crazies here. So simmer down now. Let's go to work. Ms. Rose, are you here with us? I know that you are an integral part of this building, and it's here pretty much because you took good care of it. Thank you for that. This is an awesome house. And all your work is well seen and appreciated. My rods do not want to work with me today. But we love being at the Kendrick house, and we look forward to hearing your voices. You're welcome to come touch our objects. They do light up if you touch them correctly. Is that supposed to do that?
Yeah, that seems, when she touches that, it seems to set it off.
Or it's static?
You're becoming a giant antenna.
Well, yes.
basically.
I didn't think it would do that.
Yeah, it's basically transmitting, you're conducting it.
We just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Figure this much, but you never know. Thank you. Settle down now. Will you show me yes, please, and show me no? Okay. Come on, Lulu. Yes, please. Yeah, these are so. Ooh. Everybody laughed. Is everybody here? I'm going to call my rods. They're out of control.
Okay.
So, in the meantime, we have a lot of fun toys. I know we're strangers in your house, but we brought a few neat things. We ask you to interact with us. We think it's fun to make these things go crazy and dance. Do we have any more questions for see if I can calm these guys while you work on that?
You want me to start
Yeah,
again?
let me see.
All right.
I'm not doing very good with these.
Is anybody present here to speak to? Now remember, this direction means yes. That means No. Or it could mean you don't wish to speak. Yes, I guess. Would you happen to be the woman of the house? Or take that as a no. Would you happen to be a child that's here?
Yes.
Yes. Would your name possibly be Carol? Or would you be known as Carrot?
Does he make a definite yes to me?
Yeah, but when I went through it, it kind of... All right.
All right, that's time.
We're done? Okay.
Okay, here we have Vicky and Liz. Liz is working the rods. Vicky's going to be working the spirit box.
The rods are working me. We are here in the parents' room, Mr. and Mrs. Kendrick's room. This room has been very important to them. Elizabeth passed away. I'm touching the bedroom this week.
Oh,
The
okay.
cat, I forgot about the cat ball being there. She passed away in this bed. This is the original bed in 1878. She was 75 years old. And she has survived the Civil War. But unfortunately, three of her sons did not. Only one survived. But we are going to work the rods, and I'm going to turn the spirit box on here, and we're going to see if we can get anyone to talk to us. The cat ball has came on a couple of times without me touching the bed. So we will see if we can get him to do it again. Is there anybody with us here this evening? Elizabeth, if you're here, I wish you would speak with me. I'm going to shine a flashlight on these two things. This one will tell, you touch it and it will light up. See? But this thing right here, if you speak into it, we can hear you when we play it back and listen to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? We are here, we're wanting to communicate and see if there's anything we can do to help you. You can speak through the spirit box, and it will come over the speaker. The recording, when you play it back, we can see if you answered us. Whoever is here with us, could you please tell us your name? Yes, do you want to ask the question?
Elizabeth, my name is Elizabeth. Are you happy to be in this home? So yes, you can cross these bars across each other.
Can you see them?
Not now.
I didn't know if you could see them.
Actually, yeah, because the lights across the way, or I could see them across. For yes, you can cross these rods. If you're happy to be here. I'm not crossing.
They're moving, but they're not crossing. So we're going to take that as a no. Are you unhappy that we are here? I'm hearing a female voice. I'll come on the spirit box here. They had a slave, her name was Rose. She was the keeper on the property. She was very close to the family. They were very close to her. And she was here with Elizabeth when Elizabeth passed away. They were so close to her that Elizabeth wanted her to be with her when she passed, and to hug her. And another person in the room, what was it exactly they said? Who was it?
I don't remember exactly, but something to the effect of, why would you want her?
Yeah, and you need to, why would you want her to be with you when you, and what was it she said?
She said, I want her more than you, something like that, because she's more beautiful and caring than you will ever be.
Right, and so that shows you how well and how close they were. She lived past Elizabeth, of course, and I believe she lived past Joshua died. But his Rose was hung because by Union soldiers, I believe it was. They were looking for Joshua. And
She was hung right here on the property.
right, and she was hung here on the property. She was buried in a cemetery, her and her husband, here in Carthage.
So, Miss Rose, are you here with us? So yes, cross the rod. Miss Rose, if you are here, cross the rod.
Let us know you were here.
I just thought the left one get pulled.
Huh?
I just thought the left one get pulled.
The right one's just pointing straight ahead down.
Well, since Rose is not here, it's probably a good thing. She was enslaved after all, so she probably wanted to be free.
After the Civil War, the house was used for a while as a sick house. There were children here. One had polio. There's a portrait of her by the front door downstairs. Her name was Carol, but her sister could not say her name. She called her Carrot. She passed away here at the house. There was a 4-year-old little girl named Pauline, and she couldn't go outside, and people have seen her standing at the windows with the curtain pulled back and looking out the windows. And of course, there's been so many deaths because of the Civil War. And then it was a sick house, and then it was a broken house. There's just too many deaths, too numerous to know exactly how many. But is there any of the children here that was here, or the people that was here in the house with the sick house? If there is, would you please cross the rod so we would know? We mean no disrespect. We're just here to see if we can get some answers and to see if we can help. Kind of looks like they're going the other way. I can't tell.
They are, just a little bit. I just thought the left one get Kendrick in. What?
Don't know. I couldn't make out what that was. It was sad, but it was close. Well, enough that we should be able to pick it up later.
There's no static with it either.
Yeah. Look at the rod. I can only see this one.
They're coming to a point.
Oh, no.
Oh, dang it, just took my arm now. Still pretty steady though.
On the right one, the only one again.
Look at that.
Yeah. You can hope if you can do this. Hold it down. Each minute you can get them to cross.
They did cross for a second, so.
Just barely, and like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, straighten up. What the crap?
What do we do?
Straightening up.
Well, there you go. All right. Is there a soldier here? If there is, please cross the line.
She's in the bus.
Looks like you're trying to cross. If you are a soldier, did you pass away in this home? Are they crossing?
No, not really. They're just kind of,
Kind of going towards each other.
yeah, they're not really doing anything else.
Okay. In 1861, the Union made this house headquarters and a hospital. And then in 1863, the Confederacy made this their headquarters and a hospital. That's why there's been so many deaths here. So I thought possibly we may have a soldier that was here, that had passed away. Are any of the Kendrick family here besides Elizabeth? Are any of the four boys? The four boys' names were Joshua, Carol, Austin, and Alexander. Are any of the four boys here this evening?
Crossing.
Yes. Joshua was the only boy that survived the Civil War. I can't, is it just, you need to straighten up so I can answer questions.
Now straighten up. Straighten up so we can get another answer. Right one. Swing into the left of the stationary.
Okay.
We got 2 minutes left.
Is Josh here? Is it Joshua that is here tonight?
I think it's crossing right now.
Yes, they are talking. Okay, Joshua, I'm glad that you came and let us know this. This home is a really nice house, and there's a lot of history here. I've always felt warm. I've never walking through felt anything bad, aggressive.
That's all.
They are constant feelings.
That's my latest issue. Can you straighten up on your feet?
Gotta move her legs, so any movement is on her.
Yep.
Can you straighten out?
Hello.
Hello, guys. We have Steve and Andrea again,
We got the fun room here.
and they are going to be playing with the kids.
So we hope we're gonna have some kids come to play with us.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to see in
Do
the
you want
dark.
us to turn the light on?
Yeah, probably you should turn the light
We're gonna
on.
turn a light on for you guys. We can't see anything. We've already made a mess.
Yeah, we've made several messes. We've moved things all around.
Did you ever play checkers?
We got a top.
We got
It's supposed to
tops.
light up.
There you
Oh,
go.
there it
Oh, there it
goes.
is. Oh, it's nifty.
And
Cool.
you can point out the tape recorder if they want to talk to you.
Right here.
Yeah, we're gonna have a recorder here that we can hear your voices with.
You just talk into it and we can hear you later. Here's a gizmo.
We got all
Good
sorts
things.
of fun toys here.
This is a Gremlin movie. And we
Is
have,
that bubbles?
Yes, those are bubbles.
we've been blowing them earlier.
Were you?
Yes, we were.
Bubbles are super fun.
Bubbles are super fun.
We've had all sorts of fun in here today.
I should play a game of checkers, see who comes out on top.
Yeah, you should. I don't really remember how to play. I don't know if I got it right.
Yep, we had it right. I don't have any strategy. But yeah, we got lots of stuff in here. So yeah, come and
Look
play.
at the bubbles.
We got things, if you touch them, they light up. And we just got so much cool stuff. I know it's a little weird and it's not scary.
It's very pretty.
And it won't hurt you.
There's another group of bubbles over there.
Oh. Say, where's Giz?
Looks like we got a ball. Have the kids been playing with you guys?
We haven't noticed.
We haven't seen any kids. I think they're all kind of bashful. That was really the best one I've done yet. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this was the good one.
They're rather quiet. Yeah, that was the one I used earlier.
Steve, can you shine your light under that bed, please? Trying to figure out what.
It's a ball.
Okay, it's a ball. I was like,
Yeah,
there's
a couple larger balls.
something luminescing under there. I'm like,
Oh, your apron's fell down. I'll fix it for you guys.
You touch the bubbles?
Oh, it looks like a little nightshirt. This is what you guys wear to bed. Did you guys wear this? It's very dirty now. I bet at one time it didn't look like that.
those bubbles look fun.
I know, these are cool.
I loved bubbles when I
Look
was
at this
little.
one. This one looks really pretty still.
A little shirt.
Got nice on it. And nice in your bags.
Isn't there a little tea set up there? And
Yeah.
the bright light is one of our static cameras that's to the right of Steve right now.
This was donated by Southwest Missouri Bank. So it probably wasn't here when we were here.
So, can any one of you move a jacks or a checker? You want to play a game?
This is like a ball.
Oh. Yes. I never noticed that. We've got all sorts of toys here. You're welcome to come and play with them anytime. We're going to be here for a little while, so don't be scared. They won't hurt you. I pick them up and we play with them and we don't get hurt from them. See? It's all neat. These are all newfangled ones, aren't they? But we've got all sorts of toys. Where's Giz?
Oh, it's like a bonnet.
Gizmo's
If I
right
touch
there.
him, he won't go off, will he?
If you touch his head, he goes off.
Okay, but if I touch him anywhere else, he won't. Okay.
I thought he would only go off with his head, but apparently movement.
Let's see here. I was gonna say, where can I put him? Isn't he cool? Come on. I know somebody wants to play with him. He's so cute.
He has a very sweet song.
Yes, he's got a happy song. It's soothing.
Does anyone want to play with the jacks or the checkers?
We got all sorts of fun stuff up here, or you can just make up something on your own.
Yeah. Do you want to make a move on one of the games?
We got jacks right here.
I know the marbles are fun, and we got a bunch of marbles there, don't we?
Yeah, we got a bunch.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what you call them.
I think one of them is called the shooter.
Yeah, one of them, when you take the big one there and you shoot the one out of the circle or something like that, or
Yeah.
get your opponents out of the circle, if I remember correctly. Well, if anything else, I hope that we've been very good entertainment. for the local kids. It's hard to be sick and in the hospital, and it's kind of sad and slow and boring. But we hope that everybody gets to feeling a little better. Like I said, please come and play. None of these things will hurt you. We've shown you that.
And you can definitely touch all of these things and you can play with them, and
This might be a little complicated.
especially Gizmo, he likes to sing.
I'm sure it's with that one.
I remember when I was little, I loved checkers. You get a ball. A top's pretty fun too.
Yeah, that thing spins really good. I didn't know it lit up. I couldn't make it light up.
Light up pretty good.
Yeah, Vicky said that it spins better on a hard surface. That it really it goes.
There you go. Look at that. I did it really good.
Now these toys will be here and you can play with them. Just because we leave doesn't mean you can't play with them. You're welcome to
Yes,
play with
come
them and do
play.
whatever you want.
I'm going to put these right here because those are kind of dangerous.
And if you decide you want to say something to us when we leave, you can always go over to that blue light on your dresser and you can talk into that. And we may be able to hear you when we play it back.
Yes, please come and play with things. I would love it.
We definitely wanted to bring toys for you guys so that you could not be so bored. And I know that it's probably boring sitting in a room when you're not feeling well,
Yeah.
feeling icky.
Yeah.
So we definitely wanted to bring this to you. So here in 2 minutes, we're going to leave. But like I said, you can play with these toys. You can talk into that little blue light on the dresser. Or you can just walk up to any one of us. And if you want to get our attention, definitely get our attention. We will be in the house. We're probably going to be in different areas, but if you walk up to any of us, we'll probably be holding a device that you could speak into that would help us to hear you. If you want to tell us anything fun or funny, we want to hear it all.
How does your shirt light up, Andrea?
It's the microphone.
Ah. So these glow in the dark and I just never noticed? It does.
No, I thought they did too.
And also, if you're not a kid and you're here and you want to talk to us, definitely come up to any one of our team. We're all just here to hear you and to know if you have any concerns.
And we're here to remember.
Yes. Okay, so me, Steve, and Andre are about to leave the room, and we're going to leave these toys out for anyone that wants to play with them. You don't even have to be a kid to play with them. If you just like checkers, I mean, I'm not a kid and I still like checkers, you know, or jacks or anything. You can play with those. Completely fine.
Thank you so much for talking with us and interacting with us. Please come and play.
All right, we are back in the parlor. This is Vicki and Liz, and we are going to close this show for Global Ghost Hunt in the same room we started it in. This is the parlor, and if Reuben would show you, they used to, when writers would come in, when this house was built, it was built on 540 acres, And when they would hear riders and stuff coming in, they would put the women and children down in that hole for their protection. And then they would get them out once they had left. Also, when the Confederate Army was in here, Major General Joseph Shelby came in, and he snuck in because he didn't want the Union to know that he was here with a few of his officers. The barn was a distance from the house. He was afraid of putting the horses in the barn because he was afraid of two different things, possibilities. One being they would sneak in the barn and steal the horses, and then they would be left trapped here. Or they wouldn't be able to get to the barn in time to get out and escape. So Shelby decided to bring the horses through the front door and keep the horses in this room while he was here. Not sure how long he stayed here, but this is where he kept the horses, and that way he was close to them. Now tonight, we are going to do kind of a revised version of the marble experiment. I'm using a rubber ball that has some splashed neon paint on it. I'm using a UV light to put on it so it'll stand out. This is much easier to be able to see if this ball would be moved. I'm also going to use the spirit box, and Liz is going to help me ask questions through the spirit, working with the spirit box. But she's also going to use a Polaroid camera that was gifted to our group by Shawwoman, or Dina, as we know her. And she's going to take a couple of pictures, just see if we get anything. So I will get, here, I'm going to need to use this to see what I'm doing. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We've kind of had a rough thing. I don't know if you've heard it or not, but we've had quite a bit of rain. We had storms. We had to move our base into here. But these kind of things happen. You just have to adapt and get things figured out. You know, I need to get this. It's not wanting. Spirit, we are here in the parlor of the home. See this ball here? We would like to ask questions, and if the answer is yes, if you would move the ball, all you have to do is touch it. Also, Liz will be taking a couple of pictures. Don't let that scare you. Is there anybody with us here? Is there anybody here that had to be put down underneath this house to be helped be safe? The riders, the bushwhackers coming in? We are recording anything that comes across here. If you want to tell us your name, you can. I really appreciate you guys allowing us in here. The house is absolutely beautiful. especially for as old as it is, and has survived a lot, has seen a lot of history. Is there anything you would like to tell us?
Did you like having us here? Would you like to have more visitors?
Do you have a problem with people coming through and asking a bunch of questions? I hope you understand we mean no disrespect. It's been an honor and a privilege to be here in this house. It really has to me, anyway. I'm sure the other group members feel the same.
You do. You do. Would you be okay if we came back to see you again?
You may have got no response too.
I'm sorry. I hear kids again.
Yeah, I'm hearing kids off the line. Too. Holly, it's just sad that you would stand and look out the windows. The kids playing outside. Are you here?
Yes.
How about Carol, or Carrot, as her sister used to call her? Are you here? Talk about blinding somebody.
Nothing came out. No picture.
Do I?
Nothing came out. There's no picture.
Oh, nothing came out, huh? Lovely. Okay, we'll try it again. Push it again.
Okay, I'll call Colleen again. See if she comes through.
Holly, are you here? Would you like to talk to us? Nothing. Huh. So the camera's acting up. I'll have to reload it and see if I can get it straightened up later. Pauline, see the pretty ball? All you have to do is come up and touch it. Can you come up and touch it and get it to move? I would love to see it move. Sitting here staring at it.
Maybe you're not Pauline, but you'd like to touch the ball. You can do that too. It looks funny, but it's not, it won't hurt you.
I'm hearing kids talking.
I do. I heard them upstairs too when I was doing the experiment.
Earlier when I was watching the static cameras at the bay, moving the certain cameras up, I heard a female voice in this room. I thought it was Andrea at first, and then found out Andrea was outside with us. So, can you tell me who you were, the voice that I heard earlier today? you had a baby. This was a birthing house for a while. Did you have a baby here in this house? William, have you been here tonight? I honestly haven't felt you here, so I thought possibly you were.
Is there anything that we can do for you all before we leave tonight?
Almost sounds like they say no. Kind of sounded. A lot of different voices too.
Possibly. I heard possibly.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Do you like it that they have been trying to repair some of the things that the house has it's been kind of down? This house has withstood so many years, 174 years. But they have been trying to get it up to par, to try to keep it as original as they could. Are you happy with what they've been doing? Well, I said sure. Are you okay with the outside of the house? With the slave quarters that's in the back? Rose, if you were here tonight, I want to say thank you for coming here.
Rose, I'd really like to talk to you if you're still here. You're here, okay.
That's what it kind of sounded like.
Rose, are you happy here? You hear okay again? Okay.
Sounded like it, and I don't want to say that it was that. Just as I would, it would be something else.
Rose, if you're still here, why do you stay?
We know you love the family. You stayed with them. You helped them, and they helped you. Do you stay around here because you love the house? Joshua, did any of your children follow in your footsteps as a blacksmith?
Several? It's sneezing in the background.
I hear someone, I'm not sure if it's Andrea or Sheila. been a very interesting evening. I hope we have not bothered you in any way. It was not our intention to.
Like I said when we first got here, we were here to make friends with you, and I hope you think of us as your friends now.
Maybe we can come back in the future and we can talk again. Would you be okay if we came back? I really appreciate you talking with us and being here tonight with us.
Welcome.
Right?
I heard welcome.
But you said walking and I was going to say where.
I thought somebody said welcome.
All right, well, we're going to close. And once again, thank you very much for allowing us to come in here and speak with you. And we'll come back in the future. And we'll talk about all the new stuff going on and see how you are. All right, guys. I hope that you found this interesting. We kind of had a rough thing going on tonight with things, but for the most part, I think it went well. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching us. Nice.